And welcome back live on High Button Sports. Here we are at the Keating Centre at the St. FX University campus in beautiful Antigonish, Nova Scotia for this contest in the girls U16 division between Team Pink and Team Teal to decide who's going to make the team for Team Nova Scotia for the 2027 Canada Games. This is the second of 4 contests taking place, the third of which happens today as well later on in the evening. And of course, you recall from the last live stream, Team Pink won the first opening game by a score of 4-3 the final. Let's see if Team Teal can get on top here in this second matchup. Even things up. Face off at center ice. And we are underway. Team Pink getting possession off the jump as Benadio looked to clear. Out to neutralize. Over the line. Picked up by Tavares. Teal looking to clear it. That one taken away by McCormick. McCormick and below the goal line drops it off for McDonald. Out comes Team Teal the other way. Backhanding a pass across on the far side for Marshall, who dumps it in. The double chase effort looking to get out of the zone now are Team Pink. Over the line is Malloy. Malloy drops it off. Shot. That one just whistles over top of the goal. To neutralize now. And across on the left defensive side for Isla Eddy. Eddy over the line. Behind the goal, looking to center. That one off a skate. Looking out to neutralize now. Dumped in by Power. Sydney Power. Can't get it too far. Team Teal looking to establish a forecheck here. That one stopped up by Lydia Higgs. Goaltender for Team Pink. Getting the starting goal for them for the first period of play. Glode looking to spin it out front off the wall and out to neutral ice as Mumbercat gets hold. Here's Mumbercat. Over the line. Dumps it in the corner. Chisholm gets knocked down. From the near side. Lobbed out to neutral ice. Picked off. Dumped back in by Glode. It's taken in by Eddy. Pass ahead. Here comes Turner over the line. Mia Turner. In behind the goal. Stick check there. It's battle for in the far corner. On the point for Peveril. Or rather Sparks. A mistake there. Worked in the corner. Taken here by Leventure. Off the wall finds Whitehead. Here's Whitehead. Near side looking to spring Mills. That goes into the corner all the way down as Primer there to pick it up. Centering pass picked off. Here comes Cormier. Cormier trying to work over the line. Stymied there. They have to reset. Do Team Pink. Near side off the wall. Picked up by Bellin. Palmer Bellin. Drops it off for Leventure. Off the near side wall. Picked up by Umla. Dropped in by Cormier. Back to the Team Teal defense. And lobbed. Bobbles up and fired down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Team Teal. Once again, we're glad to have you with us here, folks, on these live streams. It's a pleasure to bring these games to you, showcase the talent and skill of these young players across Atlantic Canada. As after all of the league Hockey Nova Scotia decided these are the players that are making the cut. Fast in front shot. loose at the goal line, and that one covered up. What a close call that was for Higgs. It looks like that's going to be a goal, and it crossed the goal line. I thought that was a save for a moment there, but it looked to have crossed the goal line. Well, the referee calling it a goal here. Sorry for the confusion there, folks. I couldn't see the puck, that's for sure, but the official caught sight, and it's 1-0 Team Teal. So a bit of confusion there as the puck must have been underneath the arm of Higgs, as her arm for her blocker side was over the goal line into the net, and so the puck must have been underneath there. And so the ref caught sight of that, calls it a goal. And so it's 1-0 Team Teal here to open things. Scott gonna lob it out to neutralize. Picked up here by Lucky, dumped into the corner for Team Pink. Scott looking to clear. Angione can't get it out. Scott again. Drops off the wall for Angione. Whistled down with a high stick. Face off and neutralized just outside of the Team Teal zone. Gathered in by Eddie. Eddie over the line. Taken behind the goal by Ford. Kate Ford. Near side for Mahoney. Mahoney over the line. Ups in the corner for the cycle. Back onto the point for Ford. Moves it across right point side. Quick shot there, deflected. Doesn't get towards the goal though, as Brown looks to get a hold. And behind the goal, Eddie trying to dig it loose. Chop it in front of the net there. Back onto the point, another shot. Deflected into the corner. Good pressure here by Team Teal. Pass near side point, just escapes the clutches of Ford, and all the way down the ice it goes. For a reset here for Team Teal. Watch out, Team Pink on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover here. That one escapes just in the slot area. Moved out to Brown. Brown drops it off. Here's a chance shot, and that one's whistled down the offside. Face off and neutralized just outside of the Team Pink zone here. Cleared ahead by Sinclair. Into the corner it goes for a forechecking effort for Team Teal. Spinning with it is Power. Taken near side by Team Pink. Looking to clear the zone. Cross for Primer. Primer off the wall. Got to neutral ice. Payne looking to clear it. Taken by Chisholm. Chisholm pins her woman to the boards. One taken up by Mumbercat. Mumbercat over the line. Into the corner. Center get in front, and a quick shot there, patted aside by Higgs. Back behind, Power with it. Sydney Power. Drops it off for a quick drive by Sinclair. That's deflected into the corner. Watch on behind, far side for Brianna Payne. Intercepted. Here's Chisholm. Chisholm. Counted by Payne. Back out to neutral ice. Over the line comes Peveril, a drive. That one goes wide. Picking it up is Mumbercat. Mumbercat. Outlet to neutral ice. Here comes Mills. Mills checked on the wall. Here comes Team Pink the other way. And down the wing there was Matthews. She was knocked off the puck. Here's LeVenture. LeVenture off the backboards to Bellin. Drops it back off to LeVenture. Back to Bellin. Centering pass, blocked aside. Here comes Matthews. Taken away by Bellin. Palmer Bellin wraps it off the near side wall. And out down the ice. Foot race for it here as Carver gets back. Carver behind the goal, hounded there by the Team Teal forecheckers. Centering feed in front of shot. A weak one. It was deflected off a skate. Didn't get on goal. Back in the corner again. Whitehead looking to gain possession. Here's Mills. Mills pinned on the wall by Carver. Off onto the point again. LeVenture forced back into neutral ice to reset. He pass ahead trying to find Oakes. Knocked off her stick as she couldn't handle the pass. One taken in by Carver. Trying to drop it in front, and that one taken away by LeVenture. LeVenture, far side for Angione. Angione, crisp pass ahead to Rideout. Rideout down the wing. Trying to dance with it, knocked off the puck by Umla. Umla on the corner. Wrapped off the near side wall. Team Pink still unable to clear. Another shot through traffic, deflected wide. Picked up by Umla. Umla off the wall. Kept alive by McLeod. Jillian McLeod cycles it in. Banked off the wall and out. Angione in the reception. Finds near side McLeod. McLeod lead pass ahead. Trying to spring Scott. And one taken away by Team Pink as they look to get into the zone. Team Teal off the near side wall. Foster looking to get a step there. Banked out to neutral ice. Spinning with it is Bonadio. Moves it ahead for Kelly. Adeline Kelly. Chloe Leckie now with it. Dropping it off to the point. Quick shot. One goes, whistles wide on the deflection. As Peveril picks that up. Makes it off the wall onto the point. Good cycle effort here for Team Pink. Peveril back onto the point. Shot from distance blocked by Marshall. It goes all the way down for the reception here for Team Pink in Devani. Devani off the back wall. That was picked off. Trying to sweep it up front with Team Teal, and that one's out to neutral ice. Here comes Team Pink the other way. Trying to dance with it there was McCormick. Out come Team Teal with speed out to neutral ice. Trying to make a play there to enter the zone. That one taken away by McDonald. Brooke McDonald off the wall. Back out to neutral ice. Back to defensive end. Taken here by Mahoney. Mahoney dumps it in for Team Teal. Higgs stops it up. Picked up by Eddy. Isla Eddy. Outlet play through neutral ice. Finds the stick of McCormick. McCormick over the line. Trying to dance with it to the backhand shot. Save made by Perry. Caitlin Perry getting the start and goal for Team Teal. That one taken there by Team Pink again. As Devani moves in. Devani to the front. Shot there. Block it aside by Perry. Back in behind the goal. The near side picked up by Team Pink. Here they come again on the attack. Sweeping shot off the side of the goal. Back into the corner as Payne looks to make a play. Out to neutral ice. Here comes Mahoney dumping it in on the goal as Higgs forced to play it to the defense. Near side pass looking to spring Monroe Oliver, but just out of her reach. As Mumbercat takes hold, trying to sweep it out. That one taken away by Payne. Here's Payne. Payne moves in. Can't get the shot away. Under the point. Cycle back in on the far corner. Peveril. Looking back out there, neutral ice. Teal off the wall and out. As Chisholm gets it in deep. Good hustle for it behind the goal here, trying to get that puck loose. Both teams have been doing a good job at keeping that center area of the ice secured as many of the shots coming from the outside. Team Teal with a slight advantage in zone time so far. Just a one-goal hockey game here. Just over the halfway point of the first. As Mumberka tries to clear it. Chisholm. Outlet play. Here's a shot off the crossbar. Close call there. Behind the goal by Primer. Primer. There's a chance out front. Backhand shot just goes wide. Another shot towards the front, covered up on the bank play by Higgs. Face-off taking place in the offensive zone for Team Teal. Claire Oakes on the draw for Team Teal in the offensive zone. Clean win for Oakes. Onto the point. Palmer Bellin cycles it in for Oakes. And one taken by Carver, looking to clear. To neutral ice. Taken here by Laventure. Laventure off the back wall to her defensive partner in Bellin. Just out of her reach on the bank play there. Back into the corner again for Team Pink. Going to get on the attack. Near side for Mills. Mills steps free, finds the stick of Angione. Angione over the line, but that's going to be whistled down on the offside. A forward line change for Team Teal. Partial forward line change. Face off neutral ice. As Wallace tries to win the draw. Taken over the line by Matthews for Team Pink. Matthews tried a drop pass, a fake drop pass that was, just cycles it in the corner instead. Quick shot there, blocked in front, another chance. They can't get the shot away onto the point now. Drive, blocked in front. And gathered in here by Angione. Angione, lead feet ahead. Finds the stick of Rideout. Rideout in, shoots it, and off the knob of the stick of Higgs and into the netting. That one was labeled for the top corner. As Rideout was in alone in a dangerous position. Close call there for Team Pink. And Team Teal earned themselves an offensive zone draw off that play. Kept alive in the zone by McLeod as Team Pink gathered in trying to clear it. Good effort on the forecheck. Dumped in the corner. Here's Devani. Devani feeds Foster. Taken away by Angione onto the point. Weak shot goes into the corner. Bonadio onto the left wing side. Team Pink looking out of the zone here. Intercepted and dumped into the corner by Wallace. That one picked up by Devani. Here come Team Pink the other way. Moving out is Leckie. Chloe Leckie over the line. Looks for an option here. Onto the point. Cycle back in and taken away. An intercept here. Could be a break. Moving in is Brown. Shotty, she scores! Ava Brown rips it low glove on the breakaway. And Team Teal up by 2 here in the first. Oh, Team Teal up by 2 here. Team Pink on the attack now, looking to center and respond right away. And that one unable to be corralled there in front. Battle on the far side wall, just outside of the Team Teal bench area, looking to dig that puck loose. As Brown looks to move it ahead. Taken away by Hartnell. Hartnell in over the line. Team Pink on the attack now. A delayed offside against Team Pink. They have to tag up here. Is that one tagging by Ford? Ford. Knocked off the puck. Here comes Tavares. Tavares over the line. Dancing free shot. Glove save for Higgs. No rebound. Sydney Power on the draw in the offensive zone for Team Teal. Off the tie-up, taken in by Chisholm. Chisholm spins with it, trying to cycle it in deeper. Taking it ahead. Shot there by Power, stopped by Higgs. Back across to Mumbercat. Back across to Mumbercat. Mumbercat, nice move. Trying to move it ahead. Close call there as Primer almost intercepted. Here's Primer. Quick shot, whistles wide. Pass to neutralize. Yanked off the wall and into the zone by Oliver. Back up top. Quick drive, that one goes wide. Taken in by Peverill. Drops it off for Payne. Back in front, one-time option. Save made for Perry. He's off in the offensive zone for Team Pink. Back in the corner. Wrapped around the boards for Bellin. Behind the goal. Gathered in. Whitehead looking to clear. Team Pink holding the line. So 1:35 remaining here in the first. The near side wall to neutral ice over the line. Here's a chance. Moving in wide, backhand shot just off the glove and into the corner of Higgs. Back in for Mumbercat, or rather LaVentura on the pinch. LaVentura trying to hold on. Takes hold. LaVentura still with it. Drops it off for Oaks, and that was taken away. Here comes Team Pink over the line. And trying to make a play there was Cormier. She was knocked off the puck. Move near side for Mills. Ella Mills. Turns with it. Intercepted. Here's a chance. Moving in wide. Trying to make a move was Matthews. Couldn't get past the defense. As here comes Scott. Over the line. Dumping it in the corner for a cycle effort. A forechecking effort here for Team Teal. There's 30 seconds remaining here in the first period of play. One taken away by Lecky. Over the line, here's Team Pink with it. Centering pass in front. Knocked away onto the point. And the shot from distance goes wide. Wall taken in by Angione. The wall and out. Right out, over the line. Centering in front on the horn with one last shot to end the first period of play. 2-0 Team Teal heading into the first intermission. You're watching the 2026 Hockey Nova Scotia Summer Camp live on High Button Sports. We'll be back shortly with the second period of play. Stay tuned. And 20 minutes on the clock to start the second period of play. 2-0 for Team Teal heading into this second frame. And we're off and running here in the second. Team Teal looking to clear the zone all the way down the ice. One taken away by Team Pink off the wall and out. Foot race forward here as McCormick looks to get ahead. McCormick hauled down, no call there. Off the wall onto the side is going to play it out. Was Mahoney. One gathered in, taken over the line by Tavares. Tavares looking to dance with it to the front, taken away out to neutral ice as Mahoney resets. Near side for Tavares. Outlet pass. Here's Team Teal the other way. Moving ahead is Marshall. Cycling in the corner. Eddie. Your defense and Carver. Or Sparks rather. Here comes Team Pink the other way. Over the line is Payne. Brianna Payne. Nice move. To the front. Unable to get the shot away as she was poke checked there. Get over the line by Team Teal. Glow trying to dump it in. Take it away behind the goal. Looking for the cycle continuing. And it's like Chisholm was interfered with out front of the net. No call there. Here's Chisholm again. Pass across, looking for Glow. Into the corner it goes. Onto the point. Here's Mumbrick at a drive. That one just goes wide. Here's Power. Mumbrick spins it back. Team Pink looking to get out with it. Out to neutral ice again. Reset here as Mumbrick gets hold. Near side for Glode. Into the zone, Monroe Oliver with possession. Backhand pass to neutral ice. Banked off the near side wall. Taken in by the Team Teal defense. Back out to neutral ice again. This is moved across to Sparks. Sparks. Out the pass for Peveril. Peveril trying to lead it ahead for Payne. That's off a body into the corner as it's taken by Bellin. Touched up by Laventure. Bellin again. He passed to neutral ice. And Whitehead knocked down. That one taken away here by Primer. Primer wraps it around. Intercepted momentarily as it's taken in back out to neutral ice. Reset here for Team Teal. As Laventure with it. Lost far side for Mills. That went onto the bench area of Team Pink for a stoppage in play. Face off in neutral ice just outside of the Team Teal defensive zone. Team Teal win the draw. One taken by Laventure. Hounded there by the Team Pink forecheckers. There's a shot. That one just goes wide. Primer off the wall. Taken over the line. Here's Cormier. Cormier a shot. Save made. Rebound chance in front. Still loose. They bang away. Another shot goes wide. Great pressure here by Team Pink. Trying to pull within one here early in the second. One taken behind by Sinclair. Or rather Wallace. Outlet play to neutral ice. Dumped in the corner for a line change effort by Bellin. Taken away by Mahoney. Mahoney over the line. Mahoney knocks her woman down to the ice on the way in the corner. Mahoney again. Onto the point. There's a shot. Save made, rebound chance covered up. By Bennett. Selena Bennett getting the start in goal for the second period for Team Pink. It's her first big test of the second period. Onto the point off that face-off. Shot, blocked aside into the corner by Bennett. And back on the defense by Eddie. Kelly trying to gain hold here on the wall. Both teams trying to dig that puck loose. Good movement under pressure there by Lecky as she skates over the line. Lecky with speed. Can't get the shot away. Works into the corner. Back onto the point for Eddie. Back to Lecky. Lecky down low for Monroe Oliver. Back onto the point. In the corner, Lecky again. Centering out front off a stick and out to neutralize. As Eddie gets back. Need feet ahead. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Moving over the line, pass in front. Covered up by Marie Chapman. Georgia Marie Chapman getting the start and goal for Team Teal here in the second. And a test for her there. Onto the point, dump back in for Team Pink. Pass in front. And get the shot away. Onto the point. Again, near side. Shot towards the front, blocked. Team Teal going to give it away in front, and a fan on the one-timer by Malloy. It's out of the line for Team Teal. Here comes Glode. Cycling in the corner for Power. Sydney Power behind the guy. Glode in front. Shots, pad, stop, rebound chance taken in by Team Pink. Still unable to clear just yet. Now it's taken out. Here comes McCormick down the wing. McCormick with speed into the corner. Protects the puck. Pressed to the wall there by the defense. As Chisholm moves it out. Taken away by Benadio. Head to McCormick. McCormick trying to drop it off. That one taken away by Glode. Glode looking to clear. Kept alive by Team Pink into the corner once again. There's McCormick. Centering in front. And a good active stick there by Kate Ford. Stopping up behind the goal. Ford again. Out to neutral ice all the way down. Touched up by Bennett for defense. And pass ahead. And Brianna Payne looking to make a couple moves there. Can't get too far. Taken away by Team Teal now. As Mumbercat makes a move. Mumbercat spins back. Thinks Weiser forcing the play there. She moves it near side for Whitehead. Here's Whitehead. Back in front it goes. Whitehead again. A shot. Glove save and a beauty for Marie Chapman. Or rather Bennett. Mixing up my goaltenders here for a moment. Selena Bennett with a good glove save there. Here come Team Pink the other way. Moving out is Peveril. Peveril over the line. That one whistled down the offside, as Payne was a step ahead of the play. One taken away by defense in front of the net. Quick drive over top of the goal. A little too much air under that one. As Payne just knocked it over the goal. Peveril trying to dig it loose. Here's Peveril. Onto the point to Carver, a drive. That one blocked in front. Mills. Spun into the corner by Monroe Oliver. Taken in by Sinclair. Sinclair. Near side for Whitehead. Drops it back for Sinclair. Team Teal trying to get out of their own zone here. Not able to do it just yet. Team Pink still in the attack on the forecheck. Here's Payne. Payne trying to center it. Picked off. Back behind the goal. Worked in front. Can't get the shot away. As Mumbercut looks to clear. Still unable to clear. Great pressure here by Team Pink. Back onto the point. Moved across. Here's a shot. Glove save for Murray Chapman. No rebound. Mia Turner on the draw for Team Pink. In after it. Knocked off the wall. Picked up here by Rideout. Rideout dumps it into the corner, chases it down. Rideout still with it. Cycles it deep for Wallace. Wallace off the wall. Making your pass in front. Deflection and a save made there by Bennett. In the corner now. Good pressure now by Team Teal the other way. Got it cleared in. One escapes out to neutralize. We're back for Bellin. Bellin across to Leventure. Leventure hounded there. Up near side for Angione. Side, another shot goes wide. Bellin looking to clear it. Great pressure now by Team Pink once again. That one now to neutralize. Team Pink have had some good pressure in the second period of play, unable to cash in against Murray Chapman just yet. Still down by 2 here against Team Teal. Here comes Cormier over the line. Cormier makes a couple moves, holds on. Going to wrap it in front, a bank play and a cover up there by Murray Chapman. Holding on for the whistle and a stoppage. Face off the offensive zone for Team Pink. Shot back into the corner. And picked up by Leventure. Cleared in front. Here's a chance. Shot blocked. Fearlessly blocked there by Marshall. Stood right in front of that one. Got the effort there by number 22. As she gets on the attack again. Bonadio. Pass ahead for Chloe Lecky. Team Pink reset. Battle here. Moved across by Foster. Back near side. Out the play for Foster. Foster over the line. Turning with it in the corner. Cycles it in. Here's Kelly after it. Back for Lecky. Chloe Lecky spins. Holds onto it. Onto the point. Here's a shot from distance off the knob of the stick of Murray Chapman into the corner. Other one labeled for the top corner there for Team Pink. Back onto the point again. Here's Bonadio, a drive. Deflection just wide. That one taken by Mahoney. Near side. Foster moves it across. There's a drive by McDonald. Save made by Murray Chapman. No rebound. Malloy on the draw. Taken away by Team Teal. Here they come with numbers here. Moving down the wing. It's Glow to drive. Save made. Rebound chance in front. Another play, and that one taken away. Team Pink on the near side. Over the line. Dumped into the corner by McCormick. McCormick centering feet in front. There's a shot just over top of the goal. Looks like Murray Chapman got her shoulder on that one. Back behind. Working the slot onto the point. Looking to move it ahead. One taken away as out comes Power with it. Sydney Power down the wing. Dances. Good poke check there by Sparks. Nice move there by Foster. Down the wing. Could be a 2-on-1. Foster still with it, trying to shoot it towards the front. That went off her body. Went all the way down the ice. Whistle down on the icing call. Shot to the front, save made with the pad by Murray Chapman. Get out to neutral ice. Moved up, here's Oakes. Oakes over the line with speed. Dances, can't get the shot away. Here's Peveril. Peveril stops up. 8 feet of neutral ice, a close call there as Brianna Payne was sneaking behind the defense. Here's Ford. Ford in her own zone. And pass picked off on the point. On the attack still, Team Pink. Peveril dumping it in the corner, picked up by Tavares. Intercepted and moved out by Oakes. Right onto the tape of Whitehead. Whitehead over the line. Into the corner. Centering feed, a quick shot deflected there in the poke check effort by Payne. Got that puck to her defense. Dropped off to Umlaw. Moved up the ice. There's Mumbercat getting hold. Mumbercat goes for a skate. Over the line. Taken away by Payne. Back behind the goal. Across the Carver. Interception. Pass in front, and jumping up on the play was Mumbercat, unable to get the shot away. She gathers it in the corner though. Centers it, drops it back, switching positions here. Back onto the side, quick shot towards the front, pad stop for Bennett. Another drive in front, another save by Bennett on the goal post. Close call there for Team Pink. Now Team Teal getting some chances of their own here after some sustained pressure by Team Pink for the last couple of shifts. Team Teal now in the offensive zone for the last shift. Moving on to the near side. Out comes Cormier. Cormier a shot, that one blocked in front. Battle for it here. Get out to neutral ice. Taken away by Team Pink. Dumping it back into the zone. Sinclair on the reception. Pass ahead to Angione. Elise Angione. Knocked off it there. Over the line. One whistle down on the icing call. He's off in the offensive zone for Team Teal on the icing call. Off the backboards. Team Pink with possession. 8 feet ahead, finds Turner. Mia Turner. Over the line, here's Turner. Pass in front, didn't find its target. Turner on the reception. Clear to the point. Here's a shot. Save made, rebound chance in front. Steered aside. What's called there. Brown clears it. Lobbed out to neutral ice. It's up there. From Team Pink the other way. Knocked off the puck by Mahoney. Here's Mahoney. Turning behind her own goal. Pass onto the point. Back down low. Bellin on the reception. Line change for Team Pink. Dropped off from the point again. Or the defense rather. It's taken by Benadio. Benadio drops it off. Near side for Lucky. Lucky skates it down. Lucky over the line. Dances wide, shoots, blocker save, is bubbling in the air, knocked down by LaVentura as that one was going towards the goal. Behind Murray Chapman as that was a close call. Tripping on the puck there was Benadio. Here's Benadio again. Moves it ahead. Pass across. Looking to spring Kelly. Kelly in the corner. On the point, Benadio. Moves it across. Shot from distance goes wide. Back onto the point again. To the front tip. Score! What a tip there in front. Beautiful deflection there by Adeline Kelly. And Team Pink pull within one here near the close of the second. So after the course of that full second period, a lot of advantages for Team Pink in the zone pressure. They finally capitalize with 1:18 remaining in the second frame. Let's see if they can get more here as they go on the attack again. Here comes McDonald over the line. Quick shot off the knob of the stick again of Murray Chapman. It's always amazing how goaltenders seem to know exactly where the top of that goal stick is. They seem to be able to hit the puck out of the air. Another shot deflection and another save with the knob of the stick. Right on cue to my commentary here, folks. Things are getting weird here. Sparks. Outlet play to neutral ice. Over across. Here's the chance. Over the line. Shot. That one deflected wide. Malloy trying to set it out front. Carver. Outlet to neutral ice. McLeod. Team Pink in their own zone here. Just 15 seconds left in the second frame. Oh, a collision there just inside the blue line. Here comes Team Pink the other way. Could be a 3-on-1. Shot over top of the goal. The deflection. Dying seconds. One last shot at the horn. That one goes wide, and that'll do it here for the second frame. 2-1 lead, just a one-goal game now heading into the third period of play. We'll be back shortly after this intermission with the third period live on High Button Sports of the Hockey Nova Scotia Summer Camp Girls U18 Game 2, or U16 rather, Game 2. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back shortly. And 20 minutes on the clock to start the third period of play here in this game between Team Pink and Team Teal in the girls U16 division. And it was Team Pink with the majority of the chances in that second period, only able to get one goal near the close of the second on their stellar effort in that second frame, as looked at ways to continue as far as the pressure is concerned in the third. And of course, more on the capitalization front. We'll see how Team Teal responds here in the third to what Team Pink have to bring to the table to try and come back in this one. Only down by one now. So half the job done as far as tying the game done for Team Pink, but Team Teal on the attack now towards the front, and that one covered up by Ancliffe. Emma Ancliffe getting the start and goal in the third period for Team Pink. Number 3 in goal. Off the draw, jumping up on the play there is Whitehead. Try to get it to the front, unable to get the shot away was Oakes. And then move on the far side for Cormier. Outlet play to neutral ice. Swept into the corner by Turner. Now Team Pink on the attack. On the reception, Tavares looking to clear. Taken right behind the goal. Centering pass in front and just off the blade and out to the point. As Turner unable to corral that for the shot. That one going to be whistled down on the offside. He's off in neutral ice just outside of the Team Teal zone. Mumbercat looking to clear it out to neutral ice. Here taken away by Wallace now. Wallace over the line. Wallace sweeps it into the corner, looking for the cycle for Rideout. Sophie Rideout. On to the point to Sinclair. A drive, stick save, rebound chance covered up by Ancliffe for a stoppage. Face-off win for Team Pink as Lucky gets back and pass in front and a quick drive on blocker stop and a beauty by Ancliffe there as the net off the moorings. Official notices and whistles it down. The draw taken in by Devani looking to clear. Out front, there's another chance. Shot blocked in front, another backhand shot that just goes wide on the short side of the pass to neutral ice. Chased down by Mumbercat in her own zone. Pounded there. Mumbercat spinning back with it. Cross for Angione. Here's Angione through neutral ice, over the line. Stops up. On a centered out front. Another feed, that one blocked. It's Wallace unable to find the target. Here comes Team Pink the other way. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Move across and just in the skates of Adeline Kelly. She was unable to get the shot away as that's one out to neutral ice again. Reset for Sparks. Tipped in the zone by Kelly. She goes for a change. Full forward change lined up here for Team Pink. That one taken out by Mumbercat. Mumbercat over the line. Dumps it into the corner. The race for Brown to get hold. Brown. She had the last goal for Team Teal back in the first period of play. That was what made it 2-1, or 2-0 rather, before the late goal by Team Pink. Is that one covered up by Fry? Ava Fry getting the start and goal in the third for Team Teal, number 25. Back in front, looking for a shot there just behind the wheelhouse. Another pass in front. Loose in front shots. They score! It was tangled up in front in a quick drive, and we're all tied up at 2 here. Team Pink on the board. It looks like it's Brooke McDonald with the goal. So Team Pink got what they were looking for here early in the third. And now it's anyone's game moving forward. We'll see how things develop here further as we continue. Well, even Steven at 2 apiece. With plenty of hockey left to play for both these teams to try and get on the board again. Is that one taken by Laventure? Gathered in by Payne. Brianna Payne trying to dig that puck loose. Off the backboards into the corners. Getting it down is Payne. Payne drops it off for Peveril. Peveril behind the goal. Holds on, spins with it. Looking for an option here. Back in the corner for the cycle to continue here. Taken away by Laventure. Laventure steps free, almost lost the handle, but gathers it back in. Good anticipation there as it's near side for Team Teal over the line. Here they come. Trying to get a shot away there was Brown. Picked up by the Team Pink defense as one lobbed out to neutral ice off the skate of Mahoney into the corner. As Laventure back to pick it up. Taking on the point. Here's Team Pink over the line. Pass across. Shot just off the pad. Kick out stop for Fry. So Team Pink now with a good amount of momentum here. Try to capitalize on it and get the advantage and pressure chances. As Laventure moves in, that's going to be whistled down the offside. As Power was a step ahead of the play. He's off the neutral ice just outside the Team Pink zone. Here comes Team Pink over the line. Look at the shot over. Here's a chance. Chop towards the front. Blocker to side by Fry. Back out to neutral ice. He's off the near side wall. Going to work it into the zone. Taken away by the Team Teal defense. Has moved across for Glode. Glode trying to intercept that. Cormier trying to dig it loose. There's Turner. Back out to neutral ice. Reset here for Team Pink. He pass ahead. Turner chipped it into the zone. Up behind the goal. Turner chasing it down here. There's Turner. Centering in front. Shot. Pad. Stop. Kick out save again for Fry. Another pass in front. Oh, great poke check there by Chisholm from behind there. She got the stick in to stymie that wrist shot as that was a glorious chance in front for Team Pink. Is that one taken out by Team Teal now? Moving into the corner. It's Power. Centering feet in front shot. Oh, one just off the blocker by a hair as the net knocked off the moorings. As Ancliffe goes post to post. Off the draw, looking to gather it in was Bonadio. Out to neutral ice. Tavares after it. Here's Tavares. Spinning in the corner. Tavares still with it. Trying to move it on the backhand. Onto the point drive, and that one blocked in front. Taken in by Whitehead. Whitehead over the line for Team Teal. Trying to drop it off. Backhand it off the wall. A reset for Team Teal as the defense get on it. It's Ford, Kate Ford, behind her own goal. Hounded by Foster. Near side off a stick. Lobbed off the glass and out. Taken here by Team Pink now. Bonadio, lead feet ahead. Here comes Team Pink over the line. Ford picks it up. Ford, poke check there. Taken away. Here comes Sparks. Sparks a drive. Save made with the pad by Fry. Team Teal trying to get out with it now. Well, you can tell quite of an advantage in momentum pressure by Team Pink at this stage of the game, trying to get that go-ahead goal as they got momentum in their favor after getting to the comeback territory at 2-2 after being down 2-0 for a long stretch of the game. You want to use that momentum to your advantage and try to capitalize when you've got momentum moving in your favor. As that one taken over the line by Angione. Angione steps free, slides it in front, and one just goes wide. Taken it by Rideout, behind the goal. Back across, pass in front, that one just goes wide, and the net looks to be off the moorings again here. Official just adjusts it rather than whistling it down. Taken here by Wallace. Wallace over the line. Wallace trying to move with it. Still with it in the corner. Wallace behind the goal. Going to dig that puck loose. Shot, save made, covered up and held by Ancliffe. Line change for Team Teal for this offensive zone draw. Ava Brown on the draw. Shot off the draw. That one caught the shoulder, looked like, on the side of the net. That's out to neutral ice again. Reset, dump back in the zone for the dump and chase effort by Palmer Bellin. On the reception, Umlaw. The backboards for a defensive partner in Carver. And the near side for Peveril. Peveril trying to pass it ahead. Good back checking effort by LaVenture, picks that pass off. So to neutralize, could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry here. Moved across, looking to spring Mahoney. Here's Mahoney in the corner. Behind the goal, drops it off. Here's a shot off the pad of Ancliffe. The pressure now by Team Teal in response. Swung into the corner. So back and forth they go here in the third. Both teams looking for that go-ahead goal. In a close defensive contest, it could be the one to do it. And the next goal is going to be a very important one here. Peveril lobbed out to neutral ice. Picked up and cycled back in for Team Teal. Now Team Teal with an advantage in pressure for the last couple of shifts as Umlaw gets hold. Peveril moves it ahead for Turner. Turner knocked off the puck. On the play for Scott. Here's Scott over the line. Scott a shot, and that one deflected wide. Taken by Eddie. Far side for Cormier. Cormier, nice move. Here comes Cormier down the wing with speed. Cormier a shot, deflected in front. In the slot, a backhand shot, loose in front. Another shot that went off the side of the goal. Another pass in front, picked off by Power. Here's Cindy Power moving with it now. Making a nice move, a shot off the mask of Ancliffe, just off the top of the head there. And into the netting on that deflection. The defense got a piece of it. On to the point, dump back in the corner. Team Pink looking to clear it. One taken by Tavares. Team Teal still on the attack here. Back onto the point to Ford. Ford stops up, drops it off. Back across, looking for Tavares, and Cormier got a stick on that. Now she's after on the forecheck. On near side, all the way down for an icing call against Team Teal. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Pink. Going to get it off the tie-up. Spun on goal and a stick save for Fry. On the point, shot in the front. Here's a chance. That one over top of the goal. And a chance at the side. Taken away by Team Teal now. Up the ice they come. That one moved across for Whitehead. Whitehead over the line. Whitehead still with it to the front. Deflection. It's loose. Still loose in front. Someone trying to get a hold of that puck. Let's move across, and Foster unable to clear. Here's Lecky. Lecky, outlet play to neutralize. As Sinclair takes hold. Sinclair moving across for a defensive partner in Mumbercat. Mumbercat back to Sinclair. Outlet play to Oakes. Oakes over the line. Going to drop it off. Went off the wall. Taken by McDonald. Moved across for Foster. One dropped off by Sparks. Here comes McDonald. Drops it off. Here's a chance. Shot is blocked. Or rather a poke check. Excuse me, as couldn't get the clean shot away with the stick interference there. Oh, a collision between two Team Teal players there on that defensive effort by Team Pink. Oh, taken away by Sparks. Sparks lead feet ahead. Looking to spring McCormick in. McCormick a drive, colliding with the goaltender on the way through. And Fry seems to be okay here, as that could have been ugly. So Fry just recovering here. So as the officials reset the net, Fry gathers herself here for the next sequence of play. We say it all the time here on the broadcast. Goaltenders are just a different breed of hockey player. To choose the position to be in goal and face the flying hockey puck every couple of seconds all game long is a special kind of mentality is required. And Fry just accessing that mind state right now to get back into this game after that collision looks like there is going to be a penalty called on the play here. It's going to be a goaltender interference call. So there is going to be a penalty on the play here against McCormick. So McCormick going to the box here. So a power play opportunity now for Team Teal on that play. Interesting state of affairs here. Onto the point. Cycling to the corner by LaVenture. Onto the point. Here's LaVenture walking the line. Is it across to Angione? Angione. Pass across for Bellin. Back into the corner. Bellin trying to cycle it in front. Angione lost the handle, gets it back. Cross to Bellin. Dropped off to LaVenture. Switching places with Bellin. LaVenture to the front. Loose at the side. Another shot. Big, great couple of stops. Another chance. Finally covered up by Ancliffe. With 1:08 remaining in the power play. Ava Brown on the draw for Team Teal in the offensive zone in the power play. Off the tie-up, knocked to the point. Here's LaVenture. LaVenture. Back to Mahoney. Mahoney dances, starting to get the shot away. Here she is again with it hauled down to the ice. No call. Still battling in the corner for it here. Taken below the goal line. Team Teal still on the attack, on the point. There's Marshall, a drive in front. There's a chance. Shot, save made, rebound chance in front. Taken behind the goal. Back onto the point. LaVenture walks the line. Shoots it. Deflected in front. Still loose. Another shot. What a stop that was. A rebound chance. Waved off. It's stopped. Great save again. Ancliffe has her work cut out for her here in the third on this power play. And a couple of nice stops there on the scramble in front. Now 18 seconds remaining in the advantage here for Team Teal. Trying to capitalize on the power play. Not much time left on the effort, but they're still in the offensive zone here for the attack. Trying to take that puck loose. Team Pink just going to pin it on the wall and kill some time. Here's a chance. At the side. Onto the point. Penalty time winding down here. Backhand shot to the front, and that one taken away by Team Pink. Outlet pass, trying to spring McCormick. As McLeod back to retrieve that. Back onto the point. Team Pink on the attack now. Down to the final 4 minutes of play. Over the line is Brown. Brown trying to dance with it, knocked off the puck. Peveril turns with it. Here comes Peveril. Over the line. Sweeps it into the corner. The cycle effort. Trying to establish a forecheck here. Onto the point. That one taken away by Glode. Looking to clear it. Back out the defense. Outlet play for Chisholm. Bounced off the backboards by Ancliffe. Eddie. Cormier trying to work it ahead. Lucky knocked aside. There's a backhand shot to the front. A pass and a save made there. Covered up by Ancliffe. Well, this one coming down to the wire here is still tied up at 2 apiece. 2:58 remaining. Will we get another goal by either of these teams here? That one taken out. A little cross by Lucky. Lucky dances on the point. Moves wide. Lucky still with it. Behind the goal. Moving with speed. Swings it onto the point. There's a shot through traffic. Deflected just wide. That glove hand side. Taken out by Team Teal. Moved across for Glode. Knocked off her stick. Another shot towards the front. That one blocked. Here's Lucky. Protects it on the backhand. Drops to the point to Devani. Devani a drive. Save made loose in front. It's still loose. They bang away. That one taken aside. Great defensive effort there by Chisholm as she comes out with it now. 1-on-3. Chisholm just swings it into the corner and goes for a change. Smart play there by number 14. Not looking to take too many chances with the energy deficit here at such a pivotal time in the game. Another pass in front. One taken away. Here's Oakes to the front. There's a shot off the knob of the stick again. This time of Ancliffe. That one out to neutralize. Moving across to the far side. Whitehead looking to make a play on that. In the zone comes Malloy. To the front shot. Saved me with the glove by Fry. She fights that one off. But wasn't able to catch it. Now it's in the corner now for the cycle effort for Team Pink on the attack. Behind the goal, Mummerket. Wraps it around for Whitehead. Just a minute remaining here in the final period. Taken by Oakes. Out to neutralize. Picked off by Sparks. Sparks knocked off the puck. Pass ahead. There's a chance shot. Blocker save for Ancliffe. There's 30 seconds remaining here. Wallace looking to move it ahead. Off the far wall. That's onto the point. Not out. Kept alive. Taken out now by Angione. Angione lost the handle. Just 15 seconds left here. Here comes Wallace in. Wallace to the front. Deflected off the paddle of the stick of Ancliffe. On the side. Looking for one last chance. That'll do it here. Well, this one ends in a tie. 2 apiece at the end of 3 between Team Pink and Team Teal. So Team Pink winning that first game 4-3 and a tie for the second game. That'll do it here for this one. Of course, make sure to tune in. We have 2 more games coming later this evening as Team Powder take on Team Purple in the U14 division, and another game this evening between Team Pink and Team Teal. Once again, this is Brendan Maloney from High Button Sports. Thanking you for tuning into this one, folks, and we'll see you